Hey guys, this is Carolina Varsity. We're in 2015 season at week 11, and we got a big rival game of South Mecklenburg going over to play Providence. I'm Dale
And
Ross.
I'm Matt Barr, the Pet Man. Taking a look at this game. This Opti just said it's a big game in the conference. For South defensively, this is similar to playing Catholic. You know it's going
hmm
to come at you. You just got to load up and take it head on. And if you're Providence, you're probably sitting there thinking, what can we do differently
Right.
to try to get this South Make defense off kilter? The last 2 weeks, they've given up 10 points combined. They shut out the Olympic last week. They held Catholic to 10. They're on fire right now. Um, Offensively for South Meck going against Providence, you look at the Harding tape. What Harding did in formations and things, South Meck runs that similar kind of offense in terms of spreading it out. Believe it or not, I'm going to say this. I think the athletes at Harding can make more plays in space than the athletes in South Meck.
hmm
That's crazy talk.
Is that
You would
crazy
think
talk? I don't
you would
know.
you would think that now. I'm just saying, general public would think that's crazy
Right.
as you look at Harding's record and you look at South Meck's record.
Right.
But South Meck does still have athletes. Chance Kennedy, Morier Johnson, they have got to step up and make plays against the Providence
Right.
secondary. The plays are going to be there, but the key for South Meck is they got to protect against that Providence front. They still have a pretty decent front seven.
hmm
If they can give Elam time to sit there and make the plays down the field, they can have success in the passing game. For Providence, you got to hope that Delulius is back at quarterback. He didn't play last week. They played Jack King at quarterback all last week
Right.
against Harding. And I think you got to have a plan to pressure Elam with only 4 or 5 guys on the rush. I think the most you can send is 5 because everyone else needs to be in pass coverage
hmm
because that's their weakness. Offensively, they're not going to change. They can't change because they don't really
Right.
throw the ball well. They
Right.
got to play ball control. They got to get first downs. And if they're going to win ugly.
Right. Play ugly, win ugly. So South Mecklenburg, they really don't have a shot at the conference championship, but they are playing for second, the number 2 seed. Providence still has a shot at the conference championship. So Providence needs to use that as a motivator too. Win the next 2 ball games
Mm-hmm.
and put yourself into position to win this conference. South, what we got here is we got 2 teams that play physical type of football, which really plays into the South Mecklenburg's hands, I think, more than it does Providence, especially to the
Yeah,
defense.
yeah, I agree.
Uh,
Because Providence is young on the offensive line,
right,
and that's going to be a heck of a battle. Who's going to block those defensive ends consistently?
exactly. And I think South Mecklenburg's linebacker play and their defensive end play, and they move those defensive ends when they need to in those tough situations. They move them down to playing guard, tackle, somewhere in that 3 technique
Mm-hmm.
range. And
Mm-hmm.
uh, so they'll bring them in to play. South Meck likes to play smash mouth football, and that if you're going to come at them with smash mouth football, that's what they want. I think you're right. On the offensive side, Kennedy and Johnson both have got to make plays. Those are the 2 kids that can make things happen in space.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they need to make it happen. The report says South Mecklenburg 23-0,
Okay.
and I can tend to believe that it's going to be a lower scoring game, just simply from the fact that you mentioned that Harding probably has athletes that can make things happen more in space than South, and I would tend to agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Harding's got a bad record. That doesn't discount the kind of athletes that they've got. But these kids here at South, I can see this being a pound it game for South too, and Prince getting the ball a good bit. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a competitive ball game. Games that get up to 28 points are blowouts in my book. I think it's going to be under 28 point spread.
Here's a point. You like good kickers,
Oh yeah,
man. You
see
got 2 good kickers in
two
this
good
game.
kickers. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. There will be some good. So Providence, they're not afraid, and neither is South afraid to kick one from 50. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, good. I think it's going to be an interesting ball game. It's a short list game for me. because I do want to see Providence, but I'm going to round things out. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great ball game.